Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a Let's Talk. Man, it's been a while since we've done one of these, but not really, because we're doing the same thing that we did a little while ago again. So, essentially, as the title says, Fashion Show 2.0, or whatever I decide to call this one. I haven't really thought of it yet, but I do not have a clothing problem. Again, usually I buy or I don't even buy my clothes typically. I just tell people what I want, and then for various birthdays or whatever, they'll just get that for me as a gift and etc. But recently, there was a coupon deal, so I went to Old Navy, bought some clothes, and thought, fuck it, why not show you guys? Because some of you guys might have the same kind of, you enjoy style the same way I do. And I want to show them to you guys. But then, another kind of opportunity took place, and for those guys who do not know, my family somewhat works in apparel, like clothing apparel, putting designs on t-shirts and stuff like that. And yeah, essentially we made an order, and good old mom was like, hey, do you want to order some shirts from these sellers? We can get them at a lower price because we buy them straight from the horse's mouth. But they also don't have a Nike design on them or whatever, right? Because you're just getting the plain shirt. And I thought, perfect, I hate shirts with a giant logo on them and it makes me feel like a billboard. So I did that. Now because I did it that way, I was able to spend like $50 and get like $400 worth of shirts, because of course people upscale and upscale and upscale so that they can make a greater and greater profit. Anyways, regardless, this is one of them shirts. Now I'm a bit worried because I ordered mediums, and it turns out when you've been exercising consistently for a long time, you used to always be a medium, that you might have accelerated to being a large now. But also, the problem with being a large, I think I talked about this in the last part, but the problem with buying larges is they're typically made for people who have a little bit more heft to them a little bit. So, the shirts don't taper downwards, they taper this way, and then the arms kind of taper this way, because typically that's where people hold their fat, is in their waist, stomach, and arms. Biceps kind of thing. So yeah, that's where they kind of alter their shirts. But anyways, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm just going to be sitting here talking your ear off and showcasing the new shirts I got. Again, one thing that's evident, it's constantly evident, is nips are happening with me. Now the worst part about it is these shirts are mediums, and I think they're again, they don't really fit that well. They fit somewhat well, but it's right around here, you can see. With the other ones, it doesn't do this, but that's tight. That's a little tight around my lats. But yes, let the Fashion Show 2.0 commence. Now also, some of these are going to be a little hit or miss, because again, you're not buying them from an Old Navy who has a department which specifically finds the clothing that looks good in the image and actually is good, not just looks good and is shit. Some of these, most of them I think are hits, because I'm kind of ruined. I told you guys about it, but I used to have this special stretchy kind of material that's super soft and feels like silk. Now whenever I put on any other shirt, I just feel like I'm putting on sandpaper. I'm being dramatic, of course, but it just feels like it's just not right. So yeah, recently I'm so happy that I got basically I have enough of these kinds of shirts to never not wear any of my other cotton shirts again. So I could just wear this soft, super silky kind of shirt and just be happy. So yes, anyways, this is this one shirt. Again, I'm kind of worried because a lot of these we ordered in medium, and it turns out maybe I would have been better off with a large, because I've been getting stronger, I guess, or fatter, who knows, maybe that's it. And things have just been filling out in a way that's a bit odd. Now, because it's tight around here, that also means it pulls my chest back, and y'all get a real good understanding of my nips. And that's just the battle we've fought with every fashion show. Alright? It is what it is. Anyways, this is the one I like the most, maybe, I don't know. I just like wine red a lot, think it looks good, matches my skin pigment, all that stuff. Anyways, next thing. Okay, so this one is a large, but don't feel like a large. This feels like how a medium should feel. Also, it's a different color. You'll notice, maybe, that with me doing this, I got in my comfort zone a little bit. And I was like, let's try some colors, and because it's dirt cheap. And yeah. Also, again, to stress, I'm not breaking the bank with this stuff. Again, the reason why I chose to do this and spend some money again, which again, I'm really not a person spending money at all. Maybe on a computer where I'm going to use this every day of my life. Why would I not splurge a little bit on this? Anyways, but the reason why I went through with this is because again, I spent $50 and maybe got $400 worth of shirt. Yeah, so I think I got maybe 16 or something shirts. for $50, which are all like super soft, high-end shirts, but you're just buying them from the distributor that every other company buys from, and that's why they're super more cheap. Also, we had a coupon on top of that because yeah, things like that happen. Anyways, regardless, here's the shirt. This is the back. This is the side. Yes, again, it feels, like I said, this is a large, so there's a little bit more play here, which I don't like. Also, I don't like that you can see through it almost. if I keep my normal posture, which is like this, then I'm fine. But the minute I start to like have proper posture, where I pull my shoulders back and I'm straight up like that, then the nips pop out. It's an endless hell. It's an endless hell. But yes, this is this one, the blue one. This is a large though. Again, feels like I got plenty of room to move around in. And yeah, it's just super. I can go with pants and go with any of the pants I got. All that stuff. It's a bit long though. A lot of these shirts are a lot longer, which I just don't mind, especially for winter. You can get a little more coverage and feel a little more warm and create more of a seal. And yeah, good. I like this one a lot. Soft, great. Okay, so this gives me hope. This is a medium, and it doesn't pull in any which way. The only thing is maybe the bicep's a little tight, but I can easily just pull on it like that, and it's now fine. But yes, this one gives me hope, because again, we bought predominantly mediums online, so I was like, uh-oh, do these fit? But no, this one fits perfectly fine. We're good. Again, it's a little. We're doing some colors. I don't know if they work. I know it works. Blood wine works with my skin pigment. Black works with everyone's skin pigment. White looks decent too, except with cameras. It's weird because lighting is nonsense. But yeah, orange, blue, dark blues, dark colors look real good. But anything like bright, and this is dipping into the realm of like possibilities, like a little bright, it gets a little fucky. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the back of it. This is the arms. Again, the arms are a little tighter if like I were to sit normally. You guys can see that there's stuff like this happening, which means it's pulling on me a little bit. But again, if I just pull that out a little bit, see, it's a lot less bad. But as this, it fits properly. It's also tapered, which is that thing I like. So this is what happens when mediums happen. They go directly down rather than like sprawling out like this, rather than like coming out like that. Yeah. Next one. So this one, yeah. So this one's weird. It looks different through the camera, but it's the same like blood wine kind of red, except I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's got this like gradient to it, to where it's got like black, dark red, and then light red. So it creates this weird like, again, gradient, which looks nice. But again, there's an issue with this one. This one is a little scratchy. This is one of the few shirts that I got that wasn't the material I knew I loved, because of course the material I love is kind of harder to find when it's interweaved like this. Like this is multi kind of weaved with that, so it's a lot harder to find like the newer advancements of cloth, I guess, or whatever it's called, fabrics that can do cool stuff like this, but yet are the material that feels soft as well. So yeah, but this is super soft. It's just, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of it, but there's this kind of like specific soft kind of thing where if you look at it maybe from like a specific angle, it like frays. It's like a super soft material, but if you like sweat in it, it feels scratchy. If you have it for a long time, it will start to create these little tiny like seeds on your cloth itself or the fabric itself, and it'll kind of get scratchy. So it doesn't really have a lot of endurance. Whereas those other ones I just showed you guys, that material, man, you can have it for 3 years and it'll still feel just as soft and all that stuff. So, but this one looks awesome. Again, I like the look of it. If only it was in the the right material, I'd be enjoy. Again, everything's kind of tight around my arms. I'm just kind of getting used to that. But yeah, a little bit around my armpits. The reason why that's the case is because my lat is getting bigger, which is pulling the fabric back more and causing less room to happen. Because most human beings aren't like that. They're like this. You know, if that makes any sense. Anyways, this is the back. Cool, and we're done. This one is so red. I would get nailed by a bull, man. Holy shit. Well, that sounded a little much. Anyways, regardless, again, it's the same fabric. It is also so fucking bright red. It's not wine, it's red. It's like, hey bitch, I've entered the room. What now? What now? I'm not sure if I like this. I like being like inconspicuous. Not noticeable, but like if you did notice, you were like, damn, look at that style. That's what I'm going for. So, this one's a bit bright. Also, it's made of that same soft material, but Again, that same soft material that I keep mentioning and talking your ear off about, it's notorious for not shrinking, which is good, but it's bad if you want something to shrink or something to stretch. It kind of holds its form really, really well, which is why, again, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but this is real tight, right around my arms a little bit. And I don't want to stretch it, but I kind of need to stretch it. And it's super stretchy, which is the best part about it. Is it's like a silk that actually works with you and not against you, where certain cottons feel like they work against you. Okay, that's fixed. Feels a lot better. Look at that. Now I just gotta do that every single time I put this thing on. When I do this, it feels like it's like fighting me. You know what I mean? Like when I pull my arms back, I feel like this tension stabs into my arm a little bit. So this one, again, some of these, so far there's only been 2 that have fought me, that have really like pushed back. Also, I know, I see you, Zit. How dare you? How dare you arrive on my face? Disgusting sentence. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, this is the back of it. Again, it's super bright. It's so bright. It's so damn bright. I will say, because reds, for whatever reason, the nip thing happens significantly less. Like there's some sort of weird shadow happening where it doesn't pop out as much, which is I'm thankful for. Anywho, that's all these videos are. Me just complaining about the fact that, again, working out your chest and having a back to where like it pulls the cloth back, it makes it so that your chest, you just get like, yeah. If you have inverted nipples as a dude, then maybe you're safe from this. But if so, then you may have some sort of other issues going on in the bedroom, maybe some insecurity with that. I don't know, probably people are fine with that, I'm sure. Anyways, next thing. This one is perfect. If they couldn't all be like this, but I don't know which one this is. Okay, this is a large. Okay, this is a large. That's why it feels like it's just got just the right amount of room. I can move around in it. It feels good. But some of y'all might be like, Grinn, well, then, man, everybody knows when you're buying online, you buy one thing above your normal thing. So if it's a large, or sorry, if you're a medium, then go for a large because you did it. The thing is that I did that once, and then I got these super big-ass shirts. Again, they had the problem I mentioned where they're just super fucking wide, and the arms are doing this, and I'm just like, blah, blah. Anywho, so yeah, this one, perfectly, this is ideal. If all of them could have been this size, it's great. Again, it's super soft. I will put up with the other ones. I'll ever so slightly start stretching the shoulder, maybe, and try to do that, but they might rip, and I hope they don't. But anyways, this is what the back looks like. Again, it's tapered. Like I mentioned in the previous part, the reason why certain shirts that I like so much are called tapered or tailored or whatever you want to call them. But essentially, it's, again, like when a cheap shirt, when you put it on, you notice that this is happening. Like there's just a lot of meat here, and then this is happening. Where like the shirt is like, does a triangle. It's like a person trying to make a size-fits-all shirt, which is good, but it's usually a shit material tied to it. It's usually a cheap mentality to have with it. Otherwise, you just make a XXL and have it go down, you know. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, this is not it. There's more. Again, bought a lot of shirts for a lot less money. So, one little ham. Also, one thing I'll say about these shirts, man, they're like stitched to high hell. Like they just seem like they're tough. Like I could get picked up by the shirt itself and it wouldn't like rip because it's just dense. Like the seams are like thick as shit. And yeah. Anyways, last time I ordered some navy blue clothes and I was trying some stuff and I was like, hey, navy blue actually doesn't look like the worst. It's like a pass. It's like I can be like, yes, I have color in my wardrobe, but it's really just like other variants of dark, like black basically, but like slight color in the black. Yeah. Anywho, this is what the back looks like. This is actually medium, and this is one of those ones that actually fits. So far we only have 2, maybe 3 that kind of feel a little snug, and the only thing they're snug in is around the arm, which I can again just pull on, and eventually, hopefully, they'll stretch a little bit because I don't need that much room. It's not like so tight where I'm like, ow. It's just like when I can pull my arm against my arm a little bit, you know. Oh yes. Oh man, I wish I would have got 2 of these. That's how much I like this color. It's like a nice kind of steel gray, and yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Like also, it's got that same sheen gradient vibe, except maybe not as much of the gradient, but still, it's got just enough. Again, you guys can see it's a little tight around my arms. Most things are. Again, it's because of my lat that it's like that. My lat and my back. I got a wide back, so it does that weird horrible shit to it. And yeah, it's not my bicep specifically, mind you. But again, all I gotta do is pull it like this a little bit and then it'll snap back to being pretty okay. But I love this one. I love the color with it. I like the way it looks on the back. Actually, I haven't seen what it looks like on the back. I think it just looks normal. Anyways, But again, like this is what you can tell. Like it's hard to I can immediately tell when this material is being used in a piece of clothing, and this is it. You can see that it looks like silk. It looks like silk, and it's just stretchy and like it's soft as hell. And when you sweat in it, it also doesn't get all gross. It's also thin, so it's super light. You don't feel like bogged down by it. And it's just, man, it's just the best. I love this stuff. It feels so nice. It feels so nice. Now this one is not really, like this one's a little bit of that silky one, but it's not quite. This one you can kind of tell is a little, yeah, I mean it's a little silky, but it's not nothing like this. Like this is just, you can see it. It looks so soft. This one, just kind of a gray brown kind of look. Not bad, like a sand, like a dark sand. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Beforehand, when we had the other ones, I was able to bullshit for a little while. Now we're just like, I don't know, man. These look, I think, like nice. Maybe they look shit. I don't know. I like them a lot. And again, it's like slight color. There are a few that I'm like that one, the red as fuck one. That's like complete red. It's not even like wine. It's just like bright ass red, and I'm like, maybe I wear that one less, you know. But this one again. It's like some of the colors are weird. Like again, I always say that like the dark blues, dark reds, I kind of fuck with. I like it a lot. But then like bright blue, I'm kind of like, eh. We start getting into like a weird pigment battle with my skin pigment with the blue. I just don't think it looks as nice. But then there's stuff like this where I think look fine. It kind of weirdly blends a little bit. Yeah, like my skin, it like enhances my skin pigment rather than the opposite. Like if you wear red, it kind of harmonizes with my skin pigment. But with this one, it kind of makes my skin pigment pop out more weirdly. But yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, dark blue looks okay. What about dark green? I see myself in the viewfinder. That's why I'm like, does it look okay? I can't tell if it looks okay. What's it look like from the back? What's it look like from the side? It's still doing that thing where it's pulling against my shit a little bit. I wish I have ordered a large, but this one is pretty silky and it's pretty smooth. But I think it looks all in all pretty good, especially because I wear dark ass pants, so it just kind of makes sense a little bit. I do, if I didn't have my back, I would look very much like a twig. No, but I like this one a lot. Again, anything that's like dark, I'm like, all right, I can help because I got such dark features. I got like a dark ass black beard, like black as shit beard. I also got pretty dark hair. Not like pretty dark hair, I mean like an increase of darkness is in my hair, is what I would say. Anywho, also I got really dark eyes too. Ladies and gentlemen, next one. I like it. I like it a lot. It's real nice looking. I enjoy. I enjoy it. It's like a gray, kind of tan gray. It's so many shirts I've entirely lost what to say. So. Yeah, just don't know what to say. That's that. We got 2 more shirts to go. I'm digging this one. This one is not the super soft material, although it is kind of, again, some of them are like a weave. They call it like a blend or whatever, but it's like a mixture of cotton and a mixture of the super silky one that I like a lot. But the cotton freaks me out because, man, cotton, certain types of cotton, I should say, they age poorly. Like again, I'm not sure if you ever had a shirt that has had like that cottony bulb kind of things on it, or a shirt where you're like, man, this is the softest thing I've ever worn. Oh my god! And then you like sweat just a little bit, and then it turns into fucking sandpaper, and you're like, I want to crawl out of my skin because I hate this shirt so much. Here we go, baby. Grinn, are you like trying to be a vampire? No. Maybe. I prefer to be a werewolf. Anyways, probably not. The transformation seems like it's way not balanced. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I was supposed to be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla today, but then these clothes came, and I was like, you know what? I want to wear them as soon as I possibly can, but I also want to wash them, so then I have to make this video, that way I don't have to wash them and then put them on again, and then they get all wrinkly and shit, then I gotta fold them again, put them away, and then I'm wearing wrinkly clothes the next. No. So I'm wearing gross. I know you're supposed to wash clothes before you wear them, but I'm just gonna throw it on real quick, show you guys that we're fucked off. We're leaving. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of a thing. I like the red, the dark red wine color. I think it's good. Maybe it's just in right now, but I don't know. I've always liked this color a lot. I had a t-shirt, or sweater, hoodie, sorry, back in the day, and I loved it. It was that same wine color, and then everyone was like, hey, that's a cool color in 2019 and 20. That's 2019's color. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I was into this before any of you. How dare you enjoy what I enjoy? Hi. Yeah, this is the last one. Again, a wee bit tight. I wish I would have ordered maybe a large, and then I would have just been like, you know what? On the days that these feel a little bit loose, I'm gonna go work out even harder, and that probably still would ruin it. Because again, the problem with you like pursuing a physique is that most clothes don't abide by said physique. So if you're getting like a fucking thick ass back, then all that's gonna do is do what you guys keep seeing, which is pulling my goddamn thing back and back and back, and then you're just fucking nip pops out even more. It's the worst, and I know some of y'all fucking bastards have pointed out the nipple pasties, and I would like to just tell you, no. I would rather die a horrible death, okay? Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final shirt. Now, by the way, I did say that this is also one of the super, super soft ones, so awesome, it's the material I like, but I did say that this material is kind of, like, it's harder to make it have a gradient, which it is. That's why you'll notice that the other one that we had, that pile of clothing somewhere, it had this really cool gradient where, like, when I zoomed in, you guys could see that it had like light red, and then dark black. So it kind of made this cool like visual thing. This one kind of has that, except it's just red and dark black. You see? You can see there's a little bit of gradient in there somewhere. So, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for your time. If there is another fashion show within this year, 2020. Then I do have a problem. But I don't think I'm going to need shirts for a long time. Yeah, I don't know. Again, to me, it really is one of those things where, like, I like style for one. I talk to you guys' ear off about that a lot. But one of the things that also I was conditioned by is I ended up wearing, like, I used to wear jeans my entire life, always. And I used to always just wear shirts I thought like had a cool like design on them, like DC. I used to always wear like a shirt with DC on my chest or whatever, right? Well, first it happened where I ended up just taking a chance on some pants, and I was like, oh sure, I need some pants, why not just buy it? We went to Old Navy, and I was like, fuck it, why not just try something? I came uptown, might as well buy some. So I got these pants, and I put them on, and I've always wore jeans my entire life, and by me putting those things on, I was just like, what? They're so unbelievably soft, these pants. Not only soft, but they're stretchy as shit. So like if I wanted to, I could do like a heel kick. I could straight up like reach the ceiling if I wanted to, and the pants would flex. Not only that, but the pants breathed. They didn't just trap in my heat, and then I would overheat and sweat like a gross pig. Yeah, so I was just like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then I literally, within that month, went back and bought like 4 of the same pants. And I hate when all those 4 pants are in the wash. And I have to wear my disgusting fucking jeans. So yeah. But anyways, the same thing happened with the shirt, where I was just like, man, I'm wearing these normal shirts all the time, whatever. And then I was like, maybe I should, I don't like the shirts that have like a big ass decal on them. Kind of makes me feel like a billboard. Don't really feel like it facilitates style as much, but you just have like a nice clean shirt that'll make like hold your shape and doesn't have any sort of product placement on it. I think it looks like it has a good bit of style to it. And then I found these shirts, and oh my god, they're so soft. They're so soft. So the same thing, like right now, dude, I am in such bliss. I'm wearing the pants that I told you about, and then wearing the shirt that set me free. The shirts that feel so soft. And again, if you wear these things, I don't think you'll go back because they're so damn soft. Unless you have you have like a worse problem than me, who have like, I have the titty problem, where my built up my pecs, and now my pecs are popping out, my man tits are popping out, and now my nips are following them, and it's just becoming a little distracting. So if you have that problem, then yeah, it's a little not great, because it's super soft, which also means it's light, which also means it's thin. So that means them nips be popping out. So a little unfortunate, but it's what it is. Anyways, you can't win every battle, alright? But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. You've been nothing shy of lovely. And again, the only reason why I decided to do more like shopping technically in clothes department, I mean, I only really spent like $100, so it's not that bad in total for having like probably 2 or 3 years worth of clothes. Like, I don't think I need to buy clothes for a long while. But who knows? Maybe I work my ass off 1 or 2 weeks at my job, and then I'm like, hey, I got some extra money, and then I'll buy that sweater that I've always liked. But if you guys start judging me, then I won't make these, because then I'll feel judged. But if you guys are forgiving with me, then I might make some more of these and update you guys and whatever. In fact, funny, some of you guys are saying in the comments that I think you lack style. I don't think anybody lacks style. Style is just what you enjoy. What do you think looks aesthetic to you? And of course, I think it's ideal when it looks good on you. But that's just a matter of trying and having the courage to try something that you maybe were like, maybe this works, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Or you could just be kind of like me and just have a decent imagination, which I'm sure you all very much do. And then, yeah, just think of what that would look like on you and be generous and be kind, don't be evil, and then you'll have something that looks maybe nice on you. Also, listen to what people say, specifically women. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.